Speaking to Fox News, U.S. author Mark Thiessen warned the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad not to retaliate against future U.S. military action in Syria. The former presidential speechwriter claimed a strong message to Assad would also reach North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, who will be watching the escalating debate between Donald Trump and Assad very closely. He said, "What we need to do is not a limited bloody nose strike, but something that's substantive, that takes away his chemical weapons capability. We have to take out the airfields, we have to take out the munitions, we have to take out the artillery that he uses to deliver those weapons. But I would not take out his regime, because the message you want to send to North Korea is we are willing to take a limited strike that's not going to lead to a massive war between our countries." Fox News. Getty. World War III, U.S. author Mark Thiessen warns Syrian President Assad not to retaliate against U.S. "We should hold it intact and say to Assad, if you do decide to retaliate with us when we take this action, we're coming after you. And that's the same message we want to send to Kim Jong-un." Mr. Thiessen's warning comes after the U.S. president vowed to take military action against the Assad regime following a suspected poisoning gas attack in Douma on Saturday. In a series of tweets, President Trump also blasted Russia for condemning the U.S. approach to the Syrian conflict and refusing to cooperate against Assad, sparking fears of World War III. The U.S. president wrote on Twitter, "Russia vows to shoot down any and all missiles fired at Syria. Get ready, Russia, because they will be coming, nice and new and smart. You shouldn't be partners with a gas-killing animal who kills his people and enjoys it. We have to take out the airfields, the munitions, we have to take out the artillery that he uses." Mark Thiessen. Our relationship with Russia is worse now than it has ever been, and that includes the Cold War. There is no reason for this. Russia needs us to help with their economy, something that would be very easy to do, and we need all nations to work together. Stop the arms race. Reports suggested more than 500 people, mostly women and children, were taken to medical centers with difficulty breathing, foaming at the mouth and burning sensations in the eyes. The attack comes almost exactly a year after a chemical atrocity in the northern Syrian town of Khan Sheikhoun killed dozens of people. The U.S. was joined in their outcry against the chemical attack by the UK and France, which have agreed to work together and are believed to be preparing for a military strike in response to the alleged chemical attack at the weekend. President Trump and Prime Minister Theresa May have agreed that the use of chemical weapons must not go unchallenged after the Prime Minister won the backing of her cabinet for action to prevent their further use in Syria. The two leaders also said there was a need to deter the further use of chemical weapons by the Assad regime, as they pledged to work together on the international response to the suspected chemical weapons attack. Following a 2-hour emergency cabinet meeting on Thursday, Downing Street said ministers had agreed it was highly likely Syrian President Bashar Assad was responsible for the attack on Saturday on the rebel-held town of Douma, which reportedly left dozens dead. In a statement issued following the meeting, it said there had been agreement around the cabinet table that such actions should not go unchallenged and that the UK would continue to work with the US and France to coordinate an international response.